I am Jambari Moreau, and it is being reported that Caitlin Clark is getting ready to join Unrivaled. Well, let's just say this. Unrivaled is making a full court press to make sure that they get Caitlin into their league. And if you don't know, Unrivaled is a 3-on-3 basketball league started by Napheesa Collier and Breanna Stewart. Two of which they just, ironically enough, they just faced against each other in the 2024 WNBA Finals. Now, it goes without saying that if they are able to get Clark into this league, people are going to watch. Let's ignore the 3-on-3 aspect of the basketball, and I kind of want to speak and take a macro look at this league. So right now, the WNBA, they have opted out of their CBA. Now, because they have opted out of their collective bargaining agreement, it is now being reported that there might be a strike. And from what we know from a lot of these sporting leagues outside of the NFL for some reason, speaking with the NBA and now the WNBA, the threat of a strike is a real possibility. Now, with that being said, because players want a lot of things. Actually, I'm gonna just let one of my co-hosts kind of say it best. We spoke about this on She Shoots, She Scores, and you can watch the live anytime. We record daily. So this is what Jordan had to say about what was being reported, what the players actually want for their CBA.
They wanted better professional working conditions. They wanted expanded health benefits, and they wanted crucial investments needed for long-term growth, whatever that means. I mean, higher salaries, I think, is the main one. I remember watching, I think, the Indiana Fever. I think it was like Lexi Hall or Aaliyah Boston was talking about like they finally got like insurance for like
Yeah.
vision care or something like that. So I'm assuming that's kind of what they're after, and I mean, they need expanded health benefits because, especially with seasons getting longer, like you're gonna need. I mean, LeBron gets what, like, I mean, he invests like what, $1 million in his body a year or something. Massages, ice, hyperbaric chambers, all these sorts of things. I'm not saying go to that extent, but definitely, I'm hoping that the players get, just better working conditions and higher salaries. That's really what I want for them.
Because the players want these benefits, it makes a lot more sense for Caitlin to play into this league. Why? If if there is a rival league, like a literal rival league like the ABA and the NBA, it will put a lot more pressure on the owners. It'll put a lot more pressure on the executives of the WNBA to give the demands of the players, right? Now, the biggest thing is the revenue split. They want a 50-50 or a 60-40 to the player side revenue split for all basketball related income. And if they're able, again, to have a player like Caitlin's ilk into this unrivaled league, it'll give them a huge leg up. Now, it's ironic because a lot of people are saying that if Caitlin does play in Unrivaled, she would get a resentment if she did get more money than the other players in the league. And it's being reported by Front Office Sports that that is exactly what's getting ready to happen if she were to play into this league. So I want to get into that in just a minute. Or the other side of the spectrum is if Caitlin doesn't play in the Unrivaled League, there might be resentment for the same reason because players are going to want the benefits that they're asking for in the new collective bargaining agreement. And if it becomes that much difficult or more difficult to get them because Caitlin's not playing in this league, then that can cause some type of resentment amongst players. So it'll be interesting to see which route she does take. But again, Miami has a lot of the things that she likes. If she wants to play golf, we got PGA National, we got Trump National here. We got 2 or 3 different golf courses sponsored by Donald Trump. We got beaches. Obviously, we got nice weather. It's a lot better. Miami is easily one of the places that a lot of people come visit in the winter. And then you have 30 of the best basketball players in the literally the WNBA playing. But let me just say this because this was reported by Front Office Sports. So it says that Unrivaled is getting ready to make a Messi-like offer for Caitlin Clark. So Unrivaled is getting ready to make a Messi-like offer for Caitlin Clark. So it says special players attract special contract offers and compensation. The Unrivaled Basketball Women's League is considering a sweeping Lionel Messi-like offer to entice Caitlin Clark to play in the league's inaugural season. The startup league's full court press to recruit Clark is similar to the push by Major League Soccer's Inter Miami CF. Shout out to my city. The club knew that the salary alone was not enough to entice Messi to play, right? So this is what they did. They constructed an unprecedented package that was valued at over $150 million. They gave Messi partial ownership, and they gave him all other financial incentives. So the company Apple, they also agreed to share revenue from the MLS League Pass or Season Pass, which they have, with Lionel Messi, just because they knew having him into this league, it was going to draw more people to watch. So they're like, okay, let's give you some money on the back end too for that as well. Caitlin right now is looked at as the fourth most marketable athlete in professional sports, and this is behind LeBron James. So the fact that with her stardom, and you add the Clark effect with the Unrivaled effect, and then you have to, again, if you're the owners of the new CBA, and if you're the owners of a WNBA team, and you're looking at the CBA and you see your star athlete, and you see a lot of your star athletes getting a lot of attention from TNT, they're making money from TNT more than they would in the W, right? They're getting better benefits than the W. They're playing less, and they're playing in a city that they all enjoy. They're going to have to take this a lot more serious than they would if she weren't not to play. So it will be very interesting to see how the tides turn and if Caitlin will play in Unrivaled. And hopefully these players with this resentment stuff, they need to let this stuff go. They need to let it go. I don't know what's going on with people. Like, most of the times hating on this young woman. She's living her life. She's 20. It's like the same thing I said with Angel yesterday. She's 22 years old. Obviously, she's easily one of the pinnacles of her sport and in women's athletics. And I really don't see where this hate and this animosity comes from her. But again, this is her decision. If she doesn't want to play, so be it. Enjoy your life. Take the year off, and then we'll see you next season. But if she does decide to play again, this will be a huge leverage aspect for the players in the CBA. So it'll be, again, interesting to see how I guess this will be navigating in this. But I do want to read a few more of these quotes. So it says, right now, Unrivaled is proud to offer the highest salary in professional women's league sports history, in addition to offering equity to all athletes competing in its inaugural season. While they believe Unrivaled is setting a new standard in the marketplace, we are not disclosing. There you go. So they're not disclosing individual player compensation packages. So it seems like the starting salary would be $250,000, but everybody can make up to a lot more money in this situation. So again, huge leverage point for the CBA. Very interesting to see. A lot of people are speaking about it. Let me know in the comments. Do you feel like Caitlin should take this Godfather Messi-like offer, or do you feel like she should just relax? And again, remember, I have not mentioned anything about the basketball aspect. So outside, because I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, she doesn't like playing 3-on-3 and this and that." Cool. I understand that. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to just the simple, like I said, the macro point of view, which is, should she play for the CBA or the not CBA? Just enjoy yourself, I guess. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and sub.